howdy action figures, and welcome back to another episode of Action Motorcycles. This is the next installment of the series of videos about my trip to Colorado we're calling Spaghetti Western. In this episode, we're taking on Boreas Pass, a fun, beautiful, and relatively low difficulty shelf road between Como and Breckenridge, Colorado. You're joining us here on Highway 9 heading north after having just ridden away from the Royal Gorge Bridge earlier in the day. Highway 9 was a pleasant, unexpected surprise with great views and plenty of curves in between them. Boreas Pass was an absolute blast given its low level of difficulty and the dry conditions. It was consistently rocky, however, and believe it or not, I bounced around enough to snap my crash bar, or what Ducati calls a bull bar. I thought the name was pretty appropriate since I didn't lay the bike down at all in Colorado, and it's complete bull that the crash bar just snapped while riding. But upon further consideration, I likely damaged the crash bars long before this trip when I laid the bike down in Texas a few months earlier in some unexpected deep sand. Boreas was likely just intense enough to snap the already damaged component. I went ahead and replaced like in kind with Ducati's bull bars, but let me know in the comments which third-party crash bars I should switch to after I inevitably crack these new ones. Now, similar to the Phantom Canyon Road video earlier in this series, we can't just show clips of long sections of dirt roads and hope to achieve YouTube greatness. So we're going to post some factoids called Boreas Bytes throughout this video to add value beyond just watching the amazing scenery. I'm also excited to announce the channel's new partnership with Dynamoto. I've used Dynamoto products for years, and I make no bones about how much it's changed and improved my life in my garage. You can click the link in the description of this video and use the code ActionMotorcycles to get a 5% discount on your Dynamoto purchase, which for this premium and amazing product is no small number. Thanks again to the folks at Dynamoto for connecting with me. You've really got a great product, and I'm excited to share it. Now it's time to get back to the action in Colorado, and right out of the gate, I'm going to hit you with Boreas Byte number 1. Let's go check out Boreas Pass. Sitting at nearly 11,500 feet, the pass was once a narrow gauge railroad, but has been converted to a scenic gravel road used for recreational purposes, including driving, hiking, and biking. The pass is typically open from late May to October, depending on snow conditions. In winter, the pass becomes a popular area for cross-country skiing and snowshoeing, as it's closed to vehicular traffic. Crash bar BS aside, the Desert X performed perfectly and as advertised. The bike essentially disappeared underneath me whenever I was going over 10 miles an hour. I was worried I would miss the Himalayan, and perhaps on a more technical road or wetter conditions I may have felt differently, but on this relatively well-maintained road I never ran out of talent. I will say the Desert X wanted to race down the road, and the Himalayan may have tempted me to stop and enjoy the scenery more. Speaking of scenery, check out these incredible views we had while climbing up to the pass on the shelf. Boreas was once the route of the Denver, South Park, and Pacific Railroad, a 3-foot narrow-gauge railway constructed in the late 19th century. The railway over Boreas Pass was operational from 1882 to 1937, primarily to transport gold and supplies. The steep grades and heavy snowfall made the route difficult to maintain, requiring rotary snowplows and a dedicated crew to keep the tracks clear. The railroad ceased operations over Boreas Pass in 1937 as automobiles and standard gauge railroads made the route less viable. Okay, you guys, I need your opinion. In order to speed along my editing process, I used AI to convert text to voice and splice in some commentary when I didn't have access to my sound equipment. I put my voice in later. The problem is, I really like the AI result, so I need your opinion. Which do you like more, me or this narrator? I'll use the narrator on this next Boreas Byte, and you guys in the comments can tell me what you prefer. In the future, I may use the narrator for factoids and my own voiceovers for vlog and story bits. Okay guys, here comes the narrator. Check this out and tell me what you think.
The pass offers breathtaking views of the 10-mile range, the Mosquito Range, and surrounding valleys. It is a popular destination for photographers due to its stunning fall foliage, particularly the vibrant aspen groves. The area showcases impressive geological formations, including remnants of ancient glaciers and diverse rock types.
So what did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Boreas Pass was originally known as Breckenridge Pass, but was renamed in the late 19th century by the DSP&P Railroad. The renaming was likely done for a few reasons. The name Boreas comes from Greek mythology, where Boreas was the god of the north wind. This was fitting because the pass often experiences cold winds, especially in winter. The DSP&P Railroad may have also chosen Boreas Pass as part of its naming conventions, aligning with other grand or mythological names used along their routes. The name change may have also helped separate the identity of the pass from the growing town of Breckenridge, making it more distinct. Boreas Pass Road is part of the South Park National Heritage Area, recognized for its natural and cultural significance. The pass receives significant snowfall during winter, often exceeding 200 inches annually. It also serves as a trailhead for several hiking and biking trails, including access to the Continental Divide Trail. section house on Boreas Pass Road is a historic building that served as housing for railroad workers when the DSP&P Railroad was in operation. It dates back to the late 1800s during the height of the railroad's operations and is located near the summit of Boreas Pass at an elevation of 11,482 feet. It was built to house railroad workers who maintained the tracks over Boreas Pass, especially during harsh winters when snow frequently buried the line. The building has been restored and preserved to showcase the history of the area. Today, it stands as a testament to the region's railroad heritage. Section house is now managed by the Summit Huts Association and functions as a backcountry hut. It can be rented for overnight stays, believe it or not, primarily in the winter. The section house is a popular destination for cross-country skiers and snowshoers because Boreas Pass Road is closed to vehicles during the winter months. Inside, the section house is equipped with bunks, a wood stove, and basic amenities for backcountry travelers. It provides a cozy and unique overnight experience. Visitors interested in staying at the section house must reserve in advance through the Summit Huts Association, as it is a sought-after destination for backcountry adventurers. Baker's Tank is a historic water tank located along the Boreas Pass Road, which was originally part of the DSP&P Railroad. The tank was used to refill steam locomotives as they climbed the steep grade over Boreas Pass. The steam locomotives required frequent water stops to prevent overheating. Baker's Tank was one of several strategically placed water tanks along the route to support DSP&P's narrow gauge operations. The tank collected and stored melted snow and rainwater, which was then fed into locomotives through a spout. The spout was gravity-fed and designed to quickly refill train engines without requiring additional pumping. The original wooden water tower was built in the late 1800s when the railroad was expanding its service. The current red-painted wooden tank is a reconstructed version, preserving the look of the original. Baker's Tank is one of the few surviving relics of Colorado's early railroad history in the high mountains, and its bright red color makes it stand out beautifully against the alpine landscape. For obvious reasons, Baker's Tank is a great tourist destination and is one of the things that makes Boreas Pass unique and really a special experience. Overall, I thought Boreas Pass was straightforward and less technically challenging than Phantom Canyon Road. However, constantly encountering rock elevated the effort and experience quite a bit. Baker's Tank was a fun stop, and if we had planned a camp night at Section House, it would have put the whole experience over the top. Walking in and buying Gatorades at the bougie Breckenridge grocery store was a surreal end to an absolute blast of a ride. We're not done yet though, and there's plenty of cool scenery coming up. I've gone ahead and time-lapsed some of this stuff and sped it up just in consideration for everybody's attention spans. Wildlife in the area includes elk, mule deer, black bears, and various bird species. In summer, Boreas Pass is adorned with wildflowers, including lupines, Indian paintbrush, and columbines. And just like that, we're out of the pass and into downtown Breckenridge. I hope you enjoyed this ride through Boreas Pass and that you get a chance to experience it yourself if you haven't already. In the meantime, keep an eye out for some great new videos we're putting together soon. And as always, keep looking for action.
All right, you ready to knock this thing out? This is the rockiest dang road I've ever been on. It's Rocky Road. We're gonna have some Rocky Road ice cream tonight.
Action Motorcycles never had Rocky Road ice cream that night, only sub-Texan standard Mexican food.